What's up guys, today in this video I'm going to go ahead and unbox this Clone Wars figure as well as this Boba Fett mission fleet and this Captain Rex mission fleet as well. So if you guys want to stay tuned and watch me unbox these, continue watching this video. Alright, so first things first, before I unbox any of these, I'm going to go ahead and put these two aside. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Clone Commander Wolf. This is actually one I've been waiting for a while. If you guys want to see the video of me doing my little haul of me picking up all these figures, I have that link down below. And let's get to unboxing this. I'm going to try to cut this in the back just so that I keep the front pretty neat. So whenever I do put the figure away, I'll be able to, it looks kind of brand new. It has that nice little look to it. So I'm going to go ahead and open that real quick. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to rip this up because this really isn't working as well as I thought it would. I think I made it a lot worse. I can cut this out and keep this, but I'll probably do that later because I do like this art. But anyways, let's get to the figure real quick. So here we have Clone Commander Wolf from the Clone Wars series. It's actually not really too bad. I'm going to go ahead and get the accessories out before we start on the actual figure. So for the accessories, it comes with a little helmet. You can see that nice little design that it has that little wolf on the, it's like a white wolf in front of the helmet. I'm not really sure what phase helmet this is. I want to say it's a phase 2, but don't quote me on that. I don't really know too much about the actual specific names. This is a rangefinder right there, and he does have 2 classic pistols, just kind of like how Rex usually has it. So yeah, overall it's really not too bad, really well detailed. So anyways, let's go ahead and bring that wolf figure. So here we have the Commander Wolf figure right here. It's really not too bad, pretty well detailed as I can imagine, for at least for the price point of only $12. Really not too bad in my opinion. So he does have some details right there. So primarily it's white and gray. It has a little wolf right there, and I'm not sure exactly what this is right here, but overall it seems pretty good. The articulation, it has I think one joint here in the knee, one in the leg, so there's some kind of movement here with this little figure, but really not too much, just because I feel like this is more of a display piece than really anything else. And you can put his blasters here on the side. There you go. Oh, well, it does fall off, so unfortunately that's not really that great. Really doesn't, there you go, I just didn't push it all the way in. So one blaster in there, another one can fit in here. So it's really not really too bad. The joints is just a little stiff it seems, but it being such a new little figure, that could be why. And the head does move a little bit left and right and then forward and back, and the detail in his eye, having that scar is pretty good in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this helmet on to see what he looks like. So overall, this is actually pretty nice. It's very seamlessly, honestly, it goes very well together. The proportion is pretty good. It's an easy fitment. You see how he has it right there, and just putting it back on is pretty smooth. So we're gonna go ahead and do some poses just to see what he really looks like, in a more accurate way that you would actually display him. He does have some nice ankle joints right here too. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get some pretty nice poses. This is a nice little standing pose. We're gonna see if he can actually stand on its own. I really don't think he can, and if I do, it might take some time for him to actually stand still. So yeah, he kind of doesn't really stand too well. Let's see if I can get him to at least stand still. So yeah, he's able to stand still, but his weapons don't seem to stay on his hands, unfortunately. As much as I keep putting it on his hands, it does seem to fall out fairly easily. But it being such a cheap, little figure, it being $12, you really can't complain too much. So I'm gonna see if I can find some kind of poses that would, that I wouldn't really require using the pistols right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these back in just so I don't lose them. So Clone Commander Wolf is definitely a sought after character as far as Legos and figures and all that kind of stuff. you know, just the history he has on the actual Clone Wars TV show. And I don't remember how many episodes they really show him, but he is on there quite a few times. I want to see if I can replicate this image that he has on the box. So yeah, I could definitely do this. Probably try to put that in his hand, or maybe hold it like that. I'm not sure. I'm sure I can figure something out. But yeah, overall, it's really not too bad. So in terms of detail between 1 to 10, I definitely give this like a strong 7.5. As far as display goes, I'll give it like a 5, just because you really can't display that well. He barely does stand on his own. The pistols don't stay on his hands. I wish they did some kind of, like, made his hands a little bit more firmer so it could stay on there. But overall, it's not a bad piece if you just want to keep him, you know, standing still just like that, and maybe with his pistols on the side. And if you have, like, let's see, maybe look like he's about to draw his weapons or something. Not really sure, or just have him pointing. Maybe about to draw his weapon, or, you know, anything. Haven't figured out what I'm going to do with him just yet. But overall, it's still a nice piece, and I'm really glad I was able to get this. And for only $12, you really can't complain too much. So I'm going to go ahead and put him on the side, and we're going to go ahead and go on to the next figure. So here we got that Boba Fett one, and this is that Mission Fleet series, I believe it was called. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm not really going to care too much about the boxes because it's not really anything exclusive. And this is made by Hasbro and, of course, Disney. So I'm going to go ahead and open this box. So we're going to go ahead and look at the accessories. And this is supposed to look like the Slave 1, but it's like a little jetpack thing, kind of. It's pretty cool. I really like the detail. It has a little Mandalorian logo right here. And it does come with a small little blaster. Pretty nice, well detailed in my opinion. A little bent already, but let's go ahead and get the actual Boba Fett figure out in the way. So here we got that nice little Boba Fett, I guess you could call it an action figure, but it's a micro figure, or I think they're calling it like Mission Fleet, but I'm not sure exactly the idea of this, to be honest. But he can't move he don't have any elbow joints or any knee, just straight leg and shoulder. And he does have this little jetpack on the back, but I do believe you gotta take this off in order to put this weird jetpack. Yep, we do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. So overall, it's really not too bad. Let's see if this weapon actually fits on his hand. So surprisingly, it does fit, unlike the Commander Wolf, which is really weird. Now let's see if I can make him stand up. So yeah, honestly, I am kind of able to make him stand up just a little bit. Not sure if I want to keep this jetpack or keep just the original. I might just keep the original just because I do prefer that more than this one. But this one's still a cool display piece as well. So you have him kind of aim at you like this, which is really not too bad. He does have some nice movements on the little ball joint on his head. So you do have the ability to do different poses, which majority of these I will be using as display pieces. And this, okay, so this does come off, which is not too bad. I'm not sure if you can use that as weapons or anything, but you could use it as a regular jetpack, I believe. So it's not too bad, and that's what he looks like without the jetpack. Overall, pretty well detailed. As far as detail-wise, I'm going to go and give this one a 9 out of 10. He does have that little bullet hole, and as far as movement and display, I'm gonna give him a strong 8 just because it's well executed. Although he doesn't have any elbow or knee joints, but he's still able to be displayed in a nice way, and the weapon does stay up, so that's always pretty good. See, but like, I think I'm really gonna end up doing the way it came out, just like that. I'm probably gonna have the other accessories just displayed in front of him. Let's see if we can put this back. So yeah, just probably something like that maybe. Overall, not a bad piece. Let's go ahead and move on to Captain Rex. Alright, so here we have Captain Rex with the AT-RT. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up for you guys, and we're going to go ahead and look at the details. So here we have the AT-RT, and overall it's pretty nice, well detailed. So it has an accent of gray and green. Has a little, like, I think a little backpack thing here. Has a little antenna, very similar to the Lego version of this. Or has a little little blaster right here, but it does have kind of like a stud shooter, or like just a regular shooter, so you can go ahead and shoot that. Overall, it's pretty nice in my opinion. Really well detailed, not too bad. Very basic, comes apart just like that. But anyways, I know you guys want to see these. You guys want to see what Captain Rex looks like. So here we got Captain Rex in all his glory. You can only move his arms like this, with his shoulder joint, his wrist, and then his hips, or not his hips, but his legs able to move like that. I think his hips, nope, the hips don't move. He's a nice little ball joint on his head, so he is able to move it left and right, forward and back. But the detail in this Captain Rex is really, really nice, and they executed this very well. So when it comes to the whole playset, it being practical, at least for display purposes, I'll definitely give this probably a 9 out of 10. And as far as detail, I think I'll be able to give this a 9 out of 10 as well, because this detail is actually pretty good in my opinion. And I did notice he has a hole here in the back, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if this Slave 1 fits. Alright, so you can go ahead and swap pieces together. So this does fit on Captain Rex, even though that's not really a display piece that I'll be doing for myself, but it's definitely something pretty cool to know that I'm able to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Captain Rex on the AT-RT. So here we do have Captain Rex on the AT-RT. My only biggest flaw, honestly, there's no spot in order to put these weapons in there. So that's my only biggest downside for this set. So, you know, if you can easily put his hands through these little handles. I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you guys real quick. So you guys are able to make it look like Rex is over here, you know, riding the AT-RT, but he does leave his 2 pistols aside, which I don't like, because the chances of you losing them is very likely, especially this being a kid's toy. It's very easy to lose it, but you know what, overall it's still not too bad. I really cannot complain for how this piece is. Overall, let me know what you guys think on Wolf, on Boba Fett, and Captain Rex, and let me know down in the comment section below which one was your favorite. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Captain Rex. I definitely give him a strong 9 out of 10 in both aspects. For display, for Wolf, I definitely give him, what did I say? I think I said 8 out of 10. And then as far as movement and display, I say 5. Boba Fett is pretty good, so he's a nice solid 9 out of 10, I believe. So overall, it's pretty not too bad. I do like how these figures came out. But if you guys like this kind of content, like seeing things on figures, Lego stuff, anything like that and toy related, go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to comment down below which one was your favorite figure. And don't forget to like this video if you do find this enjoyment. And anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.